What is going on, guys? Today I'm gonna be going with what new characters that can appear in a future Puppy Playtime chapters. With these characters, I have completely made them up just in my own image if I was to make Puppy Playtime characters. Now with my first character, I thought maybe a character that is made of poppy gel. The reason is because why not have a character that could potentially regenerate us if we're, stabbed by the prototype or anyone else. I think we should have a character that has a purpose. I mean, we were literally dumped into a poppy gel in the end of chapter 5. Why not have a character that is based off that could potentially regenerate us when we're out, when some other character is probably chasing us or potentially caught us, but then that character can rescue us from that one other character. Now with this character, you could view him as maybe a look of how doughy, but instead of dough, you could view him as poppy gel. Now with this character, I was thinking of a different type of villain. I think this villain could end up being stronger than the prototype. And with the type of abilities that he could have is maybe he could end up having, instead of sharp claws, he could have sharp swords coming out of his hands. And maybe even add a flamethrower in there. I think that's enough to even take down the prototype. They can end up showing us a scene where this one big villain ends up taking out the prototype and he can end up be the next big bad villain, depending on how far they're willing to go with all these chapters in Poppy Playtime. Now this next one, I was thinking having a human as a sidekick or a villain. First, I think having them as a sidekick could end up helping us with tasks or having just another teammate trying to take down the prototype. Depending on how you guys view it, I think we could probably have him as a villain. I think as a villain, he can end up, maybe not exactly work with the prototype, but maybe potentially control him. Ending up mind controlling him for the prototype can end up being even more aggressive towards us. And by him controlling it, I think it can end up maybe cause even more trouble into the factory and causing more chaos for us. Now for this next one, I was thinking, why not have a boy version of Lily Lovebraids? But his abilities can end up being super strength. Now there's not much big of a role I could think for him, except for him, helping us around, carrying heavy things. He could end up carrying or maybe even punching certain things that could help us out with his super strength. Or maybe just help us out with tasks that involve a lot of strength in them. Now the next one, I could see the prototype making more followers. Just like how Catnap was his only follower, I think he can end up making even more followers, almost like an army to try to catch us. Now, I could almost view him as maybe endoskeletons trying to come kill us, maybe making him his hunters. Yeah, I think that's the best way to make the prototype more of a threat by having more followers. Another character I thought of is, why not have a character that's made of ice or has ice powers? I think since some characters are weakness to ice, obviously Doi's weakness is ice, but why not have a character that's entirely based off ice and he can end up using that against the prototype? And I think that's a introduce another character, why not have him made of ice and just take out the prototype that way? Honestly, we have an ice hand, and why not just have another character based on that? And now this isn't like that big, but why not have two extra smiling critters? Like two new ones. I thought of why not have a panda or a koala type smiling critters? I think not that like they're gonna have a big role, but I think why not introduce them? I think that's cool. I don't think we should completely forget about the smiling critters. I think they should make different ones, and why not just make a new edition and different smiling critters? Now, for my last one, I thought why not add a different kind of hand into the grab pack? Now, what I thought is why not make a hand that shoots acid? Like, why not? I think it's cool. Maybe we could even use that against the experiments, use it against the prototype. I don't see why not. Why not have something to maybe shoot things that that are a threat? We could even use it to destroy machines, or I don't know, maybe just destroy certain things that need to be destroyed in the game. And yeah, honestly, I know this isn't really like a character, but like something to add on to our grab pack. But yeah, if you guys think anything else should be added, or maybe some different kind of character that has different kind of abilities, I really, really like to know what you guys have. Comment down below. And thank you all for watching.